Hello everyone. So today we're gonna do open source stuff because it's Monday, which means we'll hack on some open source projects. One of which is the automated video editor, which I want to work on now. Last week we also did some work on Turing's chatbot, but I think I'm gonna postpone making a pull request for that for now because I wanna like space out some time. Like I've been doing this for the last month, I think. Like give a pull request every week. That's a bit much maybe. So like we'll give him a break and we'll work on some other stuff, which is the automated video editing. And that's actually something I need myself. So like this is something I need myself, but I don't really like, want to build a business or whatever around. So I'll just open source everything. And it's also like, it mostly works as a shallow front end in front of ffmpeg. So, I'm not even doing that much. I'm just like making a GUI, sort of, around video editing and piping the commands together. That's all. We have a lot of progress, like, since last time. Like, for example, let's look what the product process state is, or the state of the thing is, right? So the thing is called on my disk, stream to YouTube. Now we renamed it to Cut the Crap. Let's actually look at it for now. Yeah, that fuck two-factor. Yeah, so this is the project I'm building, Cut the Crap. It's a Haskell project around, basically ffmpeg. There is an existing project called Jump Cutter, but it's like basically not maintained. That's why I decided, just to make my own implementation and not use Python. Because I wanna be able to have this project be extensible in the future. And if I would build it in Python, I would have a hard time with that, personally. So yeah, considering I'm the primary maintainer of this thing, I'll choose language I like to build extensible stuff in. Yeah, so let's actually see what we did last time. So let's see app folder, and then we have the library. Right, okay, so we started with the idea that we want to parse the output of ffmpeg. We made this beautiful thing. I completely forgot what it did, but apparently we're making a couple of lines. Right, so this is the output of ffmpeg. Like, ffmpeg can already detect silences for us. And I wrote about this in the documentation. So you have like readme, you have like silence. Yeah, so we just link to some command for that. And we're using that command to detect silences. So the idea is that like we can detect silences in the video, and then if nothing is being said in the video, we would consider it crap and cut it out. That's like the first step. Second step of this program would be detecting if the thing you're saying is actually useful. For example, I say a lot of all the time because I think while I'm speaking. So yeah, those like little stopping words can also be cut out. That will be the second step. We're not there yet. We just want to do silences for now. And Jump Cutter already did silences. That's this project, right? Jump Cutter. It can already detect silences for us, but it does this on like a combined audio track. And what I want to do is have a separate track for recording microphone, as well as a separate track for the desktop audio. So if we do it like that, and we can do a very precise detection of if there's something being said or not. And the other thing we also can do is remix the music back in. So we would be cutting the video, we would be cutting the audio of the microphone, but we would not cut the music. So the music will keep on playing. That's the idea. I actually have a picture for this. I have a picture. I think I have a picture. Maybe. Did I save it? I don't know. I'm just looking through these. I don't think I have the greatest, huh? What is this? Many pictures here. Oh, that's cool. So this thing has been running all night. Just spitting out propaganda and random messages. Excellent. Yeah, I think I'll just get into it, I guess. If someone has questions, please ask. I think my explanation was kind of okay. But to be honest, we just want to do this. We don't care about the entire list. Okay. Okay, how about this? Should I make lenses as well? Probably, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we want to keep it crappy for now. Yeah, let's keep it crappy for now because I don't want to spend time on it. Like, I actually want to finish this project first. So this is a valid parse function. It compiles, right? So what we're doing is just ignoring it and setting everything to 0. Completely valid, right? Like this is a valid program. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. You know, we can just use that. Parsed. Just fmap into it. So this is map, right? Same as map. Didn't like the indentation. Finding lines shadows the exist. What? Oh. No, that. Just do it compiler driven then, I guess. I see it there. Like I see it here. You know, we can use the magic L. KF. It's called AV word, I guess. I haven't used it. Why is it not finding the other S? Capital letter S. Why? Why only capital? I want to jump to the end of this thing. Maybe it doesn't consider the current line or something. No lines. Okay. There are many lines. I see. Cool I am. 57. Max either line. Oh, I think we fixed that. Right. Parse it though. We can parse it. We need to run it first. Actually, we need to run it first. So let's make this run thing go. I think I still have some test videos here as well. Hopefully. So we need to. Oh, I cut that. Out.mkv. What? This is nothing. Oh, it is something. Oh, this is it. We'll use this. Excellent. Excellent. We can use out.mkv, I guess. Just to test. It'll be in file. Good. Run again. I want to see what I did wrong. I need to have an in file, which will be out.mkv. I need to have an out file. Point. Which will be in.mkv. Without format, huh? Fast. Edit it. Segment size in minutes. I don't think we like that feature is kind of useless at this point because YouTube changed the way they allow uploading. Like they no longer allow multiple uploads. They used to. I thought it was slightly better, but I think you can do this. This is like a line break. Consider the next line. It's just easier to see what's going on if you do it like this. The in file, out file, segment size, we'll do 50, whatever. Silent threshold. I think this is also ignored. Are we using this at the moment? I don't think so, right? So let's see. We have the options module, which is just the options, and then we're just putting in hard coded. That's fine as well. We can just make pure shell, I think, right? Yeah, you're applicative. Wait, come to think of it, he did fold over it. We're not gonna. What's the tag do? Prime. Oh wait. Okay, cool. Oh, this is the thing we're actually executing. Okay, nice. Oh. Proc with it. Right, this is needed because we like all the output is apparently on std out. On std error I mean. So we can just drop the std out entirely. And we're doing a bunch of pure shit. Here. Lined up. This is after fold. Yeah, we need to fold in any case. Like I'm thinking, could we do the entire thing in shell? And I don't think we can because the way I'm. The thing we need to do is we need to line up these things. We need to line up the start and the end duration, and these are two separate lines. And like as soon as you have things that are like on two different lines, it becomes really hard to use that shell thing. Like it doesn't do that at all. Oh, thanks for the follow, Real ABC. So yeah, we can we'll just wrap it into a shell and use set in here in this case. We can use the pattern thing. I don't know. Kind of a pain in the ass to use. I would rather have just normal set any card. Match any character. Just a single one? We should make tests for this if we build this. Because it's like kind of complicated. So what I would normally do is just dot star, and then you know, semicolon. So you match on any character until you get a semicolon space. And then you know, you just replace it with nothing. But dot for like any character, and then star just to have multiple of them. I guess that's what they're doing. This is all with characters, but how do you make out of characters text? Just fmap into it or something. Text.peg. Sure. Star! There you go. Okay, so we can make like a regex with like words. But this will be, no, not here, not split video, it will be a lib. And we'll do like match, right? This is the match. Which will be a parser text. Parser, right? Pattern. Okay, pattern. So we want to do any character, and then we want to do star. And then how do you bend it or something? What do you give me? Apply it? Alternative? No, it's not an alternative. Maybe it's an application? Oh no, who knows? I can just try it out with match, I guess. Like, yeah, let's just make one. So this will match anything, right? Any character. Star, any car. But what we also want to do is, no, it's not applicative. Think of it. It's like monoid. If A is equal to text, is string pattern A. Fuck. Oh, you're not a monoid. If A is a monoid, then the entire pattern is a monoid. Okay, there you go. So let's say, we'll make like one of car. Alright, I don't know how to write unit test. I have an it. That'll be good. This thing isn't even running. It's running the main program. What the hell? Good lib main. Oh, shouldn't call it main then, I guess. Entry point. There you go. Got nothing. Didn't match anything. Apparently mono doesn't do what we expect it to do. If you do this, then you match everything, huh? If you do this. No. Probably need to look up what the monoid thing does. You need it to be a monoid to have a semi-group around it. So if you have a monoid R, then you can make the pattern also be like, one thing I'm thinking is that maybe it flips it around somehow. You can try to do it. That would be so weird, but who knows? Who knows what they're doing? Who knows? Really. Maybe you should use a proper regex library. I don't know why it doesn't match. How would you combine this then? How would you combine these patterns? Not too small. On it plus any character. You're returning a list, right? Just returning a list of A. I don't know how this matching will return. Oh, because it's doing the text and then you're wrapping the character inside. Okay, and becomes a string. Okay, like even if I would do this text thing, we can't really use that because I'm pretty sure this changes. This address thing it changes every time we run it. So I need to have a wildcard for this anyway. So I need to like be able to combine things. Otherwise I can't use this library. Please don't show me how. I was thinking monoid because this is like usually the way to combine things. Invert. Invert A. E. Choice. Monoid. Transform a parser to a success if an empty value had a failing. What? So how does this like one-off thing work, for example? What does it do? Once. Text of singleton. Can or cat. Match decimal separated by comma. What? What? I don't know if this thing uses text. Yeah, it wants to like... So like this uses string inside as a representation, as a which is like, you know, slow. Really new, I just fork it and use text everywhere. It's just a bit simpler as well. The thing you're going to is a string, then the entire read is a string. So we can just like remove the entire polymorphism from this entire thing. Yeah, we can. You just want to have text in below. But then, you know, it's no longer applicative. That's the entire idea of this library, I guess. Or functor. Would you want to have functor anyway? Why? Why would you want to swap out string representation? I don't see it. Project the back of regular instances. Fuck. Well, I think this is like, oh, we just made a bunch of type classes. Use this, please. Alright, well, maybe it is something. A new all Haskell tagged DFA regex hand. We use it. Porting and okay, that actually looks good. This looks like usable. This is like, you know, using actual string for your regex, and then using the magic. Is it correct? Can you also replace? So yeah, you have an abstract regex representation, which is this thing. I don't know what's the underlying type, but there you have it. Bet I didn't. We probably can find it if we find this function. That. Okay, I like this. Let's look if we can use this. It seems a lot simpler, even though it has a lot of modules. We can at least find out a type. Fuck. It's a regex. So this is like, you know, polymorphism to the max. This is the pure functional matching operator. If the target cannot be, then some empty result will be returned. Empty result. How would you like produce that? You don't know the type. No, no, no. You wanna you're polymorphic on return type target. You need to say in your regex like that's the thing you're returning target. Here's an empty result. 0.1. Advertisement, I guess. Making the server more crappy so you can use it to the fullest. I'll pay for it. Regex context. So what are you, man? What are you? Oh. Well, this one can fail. But you also need to provide target, which may not be empty. You don't know what it is. Oh, I know what they did. They just made sure that all the things can be empty. Okay, well. I don't like the fact that it's so fucking polymorphic that you need all this shit. But we'll use it anyway. If I can at least find replace. That's what I need. Match or replace. Well, we can do the opposite of whatever we're matching. Don't need to extract it though. Returns an empty string if no match. Oh, we can actually do it then. Like we'll invert. We'll use like the exclamation mark to invert our query and then see the result. Okay, let's try using this library. I like it. It has a nice interface. Even though it's completely polymorphic and hard to understand what's actually going on. Hey Corruptical, what's up man? Thanks for the resub! But you don't really hear the extra speech. There was a guy that did it. Oh, well. Alright, we deleted that, that's fine. We'll use the regex thing for now. This is what I want, I think. Get first match text before after. Does it work with text as well, or is it only string? Do we care? Like that's the other thing I'm encountering. Like a lot of people are writing these libraries and then they're using like strings. And I'm like, dude, can I even, you know, take this seriously as a library? So you're making targets, right? Regex maker. Or no, regex context target. You're like a, what? No, this is the maker. You don't care about that. Here you have like regex context B. So this is like all the possible outputs you have. All text matches. My question is, are you able to match on text? Well, I don't see it from this. And again, if you have a B, then you have all of them. I don't know how the string thing works either from this. I guess like we just need to find it out, like test it out. Hey Lumi, what's up? There's a version with text. Oh, there's like a separate library. What that? Regex TFT. They built this entire library around strings? Amazing. This is just a bunch of orphans. Oh, I see. So now you have this data. Oh, it's not even orphan then. Wow. And then like you import this module and then suddenly that magical equals coordinator will also know about this stuff. How about that? Let's see, the parser code I have still really all that good. Honestly, unless you're parsing one of them, string is probably fine. Okay, we'll just ignore that then and use string. It's just annoying, like I need to, you know, juggle the types. This thing called, where are you? Regex Make a spec for it. What did I do? Dot star. Literally this, isn't it? And then we expect as output just, well, first a match. And then this part. Ambiguous type variable, okay. 5n plus just text 6. Oh, alright, so text is like a larger constant size. I didn't know that. You don't know about the source, huh? I think I need to like say that this is a string as well, or something. Say that you're a string as well. Come on, man. I also need to tell what the result is, I guess. How useful. Maybe not. Appreciate it. Okay, we'll need to make a text out of this first. So we'll do like, where's that library? Turtle, huh? I think this is also like parser combinator thing. Maybe I should actually do that course again. Because like for once it's one of the most popular videos I have. Parser combinator course. And the other thing, like I don't really understand what the fuck they do. Still don't understand what they do. This is the input we have. Okay, so we have a text. Now, actually we don't want to have a text, we want to have a string. So we do text unpack. And now we want to use that thing on string. And we want to say that's equal to that thing. Unit tested that and it works. And then we can say, okay, give me second. And then we'll read it. And then we're done. Right, you don't know about that. So we use that function to make out of a line a text. Then we make it a string. Then we put the string into that magical regex function I just talked about. That can basically become anything. And we want to have the second argument, which is... Oh, we want to have the third argument actually. Do you have a third? I know something which has a third. That's this thing. By the way, I think I have read at some point that data text can actually be slower than string sometimes because all the optimization Haskell can do on list. Yeah, like list fusion and stuff like that. Fusion. Like, so the thing I understand is that string is a kind of like really high level way of defining strings. But if you go that high level, then you, well, like you lose most of the time on performance, but like you also, if you go low level, then you kind of lose the, you know, generic optimizations you get from high level stuff. I don't know. That was really fake. That was really fake. What's going on? 62. Okay, you know what? We're gonna hide empty. Okay. Okay, right. We need to say what type you are. Otherwise you got upset. So this is match. Match is of type string, string, string. Alright, we need to be doing again. Depends on algorithm you use, I think. If it's things that work well on arrays, then text is gonna be better. But I think GHC just doesn't optimize that as well as, say, other compilers. Arrays? I don't know. I've actually not looked at all into what the fuck GHC does. I know for a fact you can like write rules if you want. There's a wiki about it, how nice. Oh, it should never do this. Is that what I say? Read this stuff first. Oh, it's in a paper form. Wow. So like, the nice thing about this is that you can actually... you could add this stuff into your program and it will start doing these optimizations for you. It's kind of crazy. GC doesn't optimize. In Java world, if you want to really fast process for like more than 1 gig-seconds or something, you need to work with raw bytes arrays basically. You can do that as well. Should work. This is the first regex. Get started. So now our silent attack should work, sort of. Let's actually print it. You don't know about show, huh? Okay, let's run it. Oh my god, I'm so full! Suddenly my stomach just tries to remind me that I ate too much. You don't know about that? I do. I would prefer it if you just run them. Right, they're undefined. That's a big issue. You know, we can pretend they already exist. What did they say now? Just now. Let's see. We wanna, I guess, same regex, and then we'll also match on this thing. Yeah. Need to copy this then. Line, string, blah blah blah. This will get out third one, huh? The third one will be this part. And then we need to match again. This is like match 1. We can do like match 2. Which is also string. Match 1. 3. Then we'll match against pipe. So you'll be that, and we'll put pipe in there. 2 should be, I think the prefix actually. So that will be the first one. Read that. See if this works. What? It's actually matching the wrong thing. What's this possible? What the fuck? Alternation. Alright. Welcome, Simon Shine. Long time no see. How's things, man? Been busy. How's your, what was it? Your JQ implementation? How's it going? Work on much on it lately, yeah. This project's always, you know. You always have to do it on the side, right? Yeah. I have many projects like Backburner. I used to make a game as well. Awesome game. I was really proud of it. Now it's just like keeping it to compile is hard. Backburner. I don't understand. How could you? It's like doing the opposite. Well, I guess like we could use this implementation for get duration and it would just work. I mean, that's good. And then we'll just define get end some other way. It doesn't explain anything to me. Confused. My latest idea for jQuery is to use the custom token type. Just have to turn off look ahead n for n is bigger than 1. Look ahead. It's a parser thing, right? As little as possible. Oh, that's a question mark, huh? We'll see. They want to have it inside. Actually, maybe the other one. So we named these things the same. So this should be should match the duration. Like they may have even a more general function that can, you know, determine eagerness. And that's the amazing interface, right? What you expect is to have a bunch of lower level functions that can do even more stuff. Correct, but takes space and is slower. Setting this to true will improve performance. It should be done. Then set to get last star greedy. Eager. What's it? Eager. TFCA backend specific regex type. Use this by default regex options and regex maker. TFCA state. Eagerness you say, huh? But there's like an index and we can find that. Last star greedy is a bool option. Regex seems a bit overkill here. Well, I disagree. I think the regex seems entirely appropriate. It's so simple to do with regex. I mean, how would you even do it simpler? So, like these lines, this thing varies. I don't know how big they will be. I think this will be the same size. Maybe. But, you know, this is a variable size. This is also variable size. Did you say last star greedy? Comp option. How do we use this with the comp option? Regex maker. And if I have a regex, what do I do with it? So if that thing doesn't work for you, you're basically fucked, I think. This is the Omni interface, and if you can't use it, you're fucked. Like the source code is probably also not that helpful. Oh! Oh! It's easy! What am I talking about? Let's make a regex and then do match. I'm a noob. Excellent. So the magical function is match instead of make. Oh! Look at that. Regex maker. Like a default one that I can just modify. Regex is supposed to be easy, right? Wait, so like we can just fix this edge case, I think, instead. Puts it eager here, huh? What if we match this thing first? Oh, I shouldn't delete this. So we can delete this, we can delete this as well. We got the parse stuff out. Now we need to make a command out of one of these things. Okay, actually I want to commit first. I think. Yeah. What did I do? We just did parsing, I guess. Okay, cool. So next step, we have a silence detect. What I need to do is actually like have a list of silence detect, and we need to get the video based on the silence detection. Just do it. Split video, and now we'll do like cut. What's the difference between split and cut? Good question. So there's another command, right? I think speech recognition. No, we're not gonna do that yet. Split video by audio, silent part. So this is a spell that already kind of does this. It does it wrong though. And this guy made a one-liner for it. Nice of him. Filter comp. What the fuck? Let's appreciate this beauty. Hey, come to think of it, like my prog mode is leaving lines where this is actually truncated now. I don't know why. Okay, we have input, we filter complex, then we open up quotes. Where do you go? No, I mean the quotes. Let's just look for quotes maybe? There you go. Is the silence detect? Have no. What the fuck is this? Is this bash spell? What the fuck? I've never seen this. In its used command standard error. In addition to its standard output, it's connected to command 2. So it's like pipe operator with piping both SD out and SD. Okay, yeah, you need that. %. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know either. Yeah, that's the first time I see this. But you actually need it because we figured out that ffmpeg, it only spits out the results in SD error. So everything is being filled in left in this case. So you need to use in proc with error. So they needed to do that. So I'm thinking like, okay, we know the start and the end of the silences. We can just cut it. Because I know how to do that. Yeah, I don't see why not. So let's say cut, right? And then we get like a list of silent detect. We can just use the in file, I guess. And then we can use, you know, I think they're doing the same thing, SS. Yes, they're using SS here, which is for the start. We learned a lot, by the way, about ffmpeg. We learned a lot about ffmpeg. And I know a lot of these by heart at this point. For good, for better, for good or, yeah. For good or bad, I guess. So we have opt. We have a video with a bunch of silences. I can try something on. Well, yeah, sure. You even compile. You got my torrent to work? Did you, Simon? I went through so much effort to make a torrent for you. I need to install torrent client. You don't even have a torrent client installed? What? How do you watch videos? How do you watch anime? That's probably the better question. I haven't torrented in years either. Oh my god. What about books? No, but like, how would you share large files? Like, this is a legit reason to use torrent, right? Like, I'm not even... You can see, my entire list is empty. But We're pretty amazed on crap Netflix today. I upload large files on my web server. Yeah, I'm poor. In fact, I'm using this for my own personal uses. It's kind of handy. Sync thing. This is like Dropbox, except, you know, peer-to-peer. You know, I have one for my phone and one for my other laptop, and they all, you know, share stuff together. Kind of nice. It is kind of nice. Netflix has no anime, I think. Little anime, at least. Yeah. Hero of Zero Seeders. Your net might prevent you from seeding, but don't worry too much. I'll just YouTube DL one of your videos with silences. Yeah, some of the older ones. I think I started doing that jump cutting stuff like a month ago. So if you go some of the older ones, you'll see. There's a big difference in like how the videos look between the two. I think it's a lot better with cutting. But sometimes, like at the moment, it's the cutting quality is not that good as well, because it would cut out stuff where I would be talking as well. So sometimes sentences get cut in half, which is unfortunate, but we're gonna fix that with this iteration. So improving over time. We'll get progress. Epic progress. Oh, does not match module name. I guess you really want to minimize silences and not replace them with zero silence. Yeah, there's this thing called frame margin. So you could like have a little bit space around the silences. But like even just now, I was thinking for 2 seconds, you could easily cut that to, you know, 1/10 of a second. And it would be still fine. It would just be better. Like, it will have a lot of pacing in it. So what the result I got with Jump Cutter was going from a 3-hour video to a 1-hour video. And that's pretty significant, I think. Do everything 2 times now. But it's not the same. Like, if you speed up it, you'll get artifacts. Especially if you don't increase pitch. Like, they have that speed up in YouTube where it doesn't increase the pitch. So you'll get artifacts. Where like the top and bottom get like distorted. Forgetting how log n or n smaller than 1. My ears aren't good enough to notice. Well, I have trouble keeping up if it's 2 times. But I guess you can train yourself. Yeah, like if you start watching everything accelerated, after a while you get used to it. You know. Can't do it with anime though. Yeah, I can't read that fast. It's all in Japanese. Listen at best. Yeah. And it also depends on the speaker, because I bet you can't do that 2 times with me talking, because I don't talk that well. I talk too fast and I talk not clearly enough. But you know, practice speakers usually you can do 2 times. You talk very fast, yes. It's a bad habit of mine. I couldn't match expected type text with actual type double. How about that? So now we go back to I go back to text. God damn it. What do we even gain by doing it in the double? What the hell, man? I don't know what text. Turtle cut. Oh right, now you have ambiguity. So we need to edit your edit. Actually this is not gonna work because we didn't specify any output file. We need to have 2 elements of a list. Okay, let's see. 26. The scope type is constructor interval. Why not? Oh, we didn't import this thing. Right. What? Let's just do it. I don't know how, but let's just do it step by step. Well, I kind of know how, but I don't know how to do it neatly. So we can't use full, that just gives us 1 element, but we need to have 2 elements. Well, maybe we can, you know, do fold with 1 memory. A, B, B, B. Like, the issue with this is also the beginning, right? Where do you start? I think you want to have non-empty list of silent. Make sure it's non-empty. It's just single monoid. We combine it. Really. Why do I ask? Well, then you could use normal fold. That's why I ask. But we can't. We need to figure out the start value. So Like, maybe I was thinking, okay, would it be harmful if we do interval 0, 0, 0, right? This thing to start. How can this go wrong? That's my question. Alt R, A to B to B. We'll start with a B interval. That's the previous one, I mean. We also need to put it in a list, the resulting list. So the first thing we want is the previous one, and the second one is the resulting list we're building. This is what we compare against. Then we can write a function. The first thing it gets is the interval, silent. And then we're returning an interval sound with a list of interval sound. Oh no, this is also an argument we're getting. But it's also the result. A to B to P. So we're getting the P, which is this thing, initial one. The function A to B to B is the compare thing. There's A, interval silent, which is in the list as well. The B is the interval sound in the list, which will be eventual result as well. And then the thing returning from here is like the next interval sound. Oh, okay. No. This is not interval sound, this is interval silent. Because this is the previous one we remembered. Excellent. But we're gonna make it into an interval sound by doing calculations. Yeah. Finally, we need to do the second here, right? Just like final tuple to B to returning a fault. The final B to return just a list. Second. Okay, cool. So we have the silent under consideration and the previous one. We know for a fact we want to return the one in consideration into the list. But what we don't know is the thing we're calculating. It's just like calculating. Thing calculating. Which will be added to y. Second of y. For the previous list, right? We're building. Well, let's figure out this thing then. You know, we're probably gonna filter out anything that's below 0 or equal to 0. I think this is right. 174, 177. So that's like your silence interval is starting and ending there. But you have an interesting thing going on 174 to 177. Monotonically increasing. Yeah, they're not right now. We need to reverse the list, but that would be a good idea as well. Well, the thing is, we can't really, you know, test on any actual videos because it will require IO, and I just don't care about testing IO things. All my unit tests are always pure. Pure. Need to reverse it. I don't really understand how faults work, apparently. I thought fault R would do it right, but no. There you go. We have a start from 0 and we'll end at -1 because it's this thing. But the nice thing, like, even though this is like weird as fuck, we can just filter out everything that's, you know, smaller or equal to 0, because that's done. Like if they're both smaller or equal to 0. I guess like if the end is smaller than 0, it's done. Like this won't work in ffmpeg anyway, I believe. And you get like a negative duration as well, which is strange. But then, you know, it starts getting some proper output with 138.83. So 138, that's like 1 minute and, well, 38 seconds. Like there's some really soft music, I think. I need to like, okay, it's detecting music, I guess. So that's 8.8 seconds. Ow, that hurt. Okay, we'll shut up the music for now. Excellent. Okay, so now we'll do audio. Not sure what's getting at then. 138, huh? I have no idea. There's definitely music. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see at the result, I guess. See how that works. Okay, yeah, filter also all the ends below 0. Filtering out this one, and we're getting only this one. Let's do that. Let's just do this. I want to see what this does. Okay, ffmpeg, do all that stuff. It's pure empty. Oh, I see. Okay, that's like for the command itself, like for this command. Excellent. Also, and I was just talking to myself then. Huh? What is it? Interval E, actual type format, R, blah. Oh, need to be, right. Need to be X. I could have type char with text. What? Oh, you're fault path, huh? Well, we'll make it back. List of text. So yeah, because we're doing monad, we need to make sure that this is also a list of text. That's why I put it into a list. I was use pure to make it more confusing, but no. I actually don't try to write confusing code, it just happens. It just happens. It's a problem, huh? Yeah. How would I make it less confusing? I don't know really what to do about this. I'm testing it. Make sure it works. I have a unit test this time. How about that? Doing something, I think. Wait, what? It did it, I think. What? Look at that. I wanna put up the volume. You can hear it as well. There's only speech closure on hacker. Closure on HackerRank. Let's open it up. That's the only thing I apparently say in the entire video. Is it true? I guess it was like an intro, but I think it worked. I don't see any speeching happening here at this point. So we just made a faster version of Jump Cutter, I guess. And it works apparently. First try. Let's do a... Excellent, I think... It didn't work. It didn't work because we didn't capture this entire monologue that starts at like here. So yeah, we failed. I'm sorry. Well, whoops. Should remember to do the thing. That but okay. It's maxed at 100%, and like VLC, which is like 500% or something. What's the problem then? Why is it failing? It's just like taking a while. What do I do? We have like 7 seconds and 5 seconds. T. Did I flip it or something? You need to do T and then SS? Why? It seems too long, basically. Like, I'm getting the start part and then the until part is not working. Let's look at in the notes, I guess. See what they say. Not Jump Cutter. Into YouTube. We have a bunch of notes about ffmpeg. Combined stream, loudness, native binding, SS0, T120. So these are integers. The problem? Duration. Oh, I thought it was ending time. So SS is seek. They were using the wrong input then. Excellent. But we have duration. We actually have duration. I thought I'm not gonna use this, but there you have it. Let's try again. Okay, so like that's probably why it crashed, because it was going over the duration of the video and then didn't know what to do. I'm still having an error. Okay, sucks. But we have the right thing now. So 138 and then T should be 8.8. Yeah, but like, yeah, so we're still not sure if this actually is working. 148, that's correct. And then T is 5.16. So this should be a 13-second video. And the other thing, we don't really tell it how to combine things. Yes, that's fine. I'm not even sure why it's processing this first. Oh. The concat filter. And 8 seconds. No, I think I just picked the first one. By doing both on separate lines. You mean like see what's happening if we do one of them, and then see what's happening if we do the other one, and see if we get everything inside what we want to have. That's what you mean. That's a good idea. Now we know sure if it's actually working or not. This is one, not MQV. One. I did it last night. Hey, where are all the people that are doing ffmpeg? I even became a member of the subreddit because I'm using it so much lately. And I just like it so much more than Blender. This is gonna... how can I join? Okay. No! I thought it had like 2 video tracks. I have no idea what the fuck it's doing. What the hell? It's just doing something default. You output 2 sections to different files. Yeah, well, we can just reverse it like I did before, right? I mean, it's not a big problem, it's just like a little bit more work. Now I need to like get the files back and then, you know, make them into another command. Like, extra step. Like I need to traverse here, and then I need to, you know, store it also in some folder, and then I need to ls that folder, and then I need to get the ls out, and then I need to run another command to concat it. I would rather have like one big spell because it's a lot more easier to use. It'll be like adding two additional steps to the program or something. Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard. Just I'd rather avoid. And again, maybe we should hurry up and just do something that works. Or maybe we can do it with you can use the concat protocol instead of the creation of potentially huge intermediate file. Let's look ffmpeg concat multiple inputs. It's not quite what I want, because what if I say concat of each input? I think this worked. 8 seconds. What if I do it like that, but have multiple seeks? Come to think of it, why would we even need to do this? We can just add multiple seeks to it. What am I doing? Output one, output final contact of time. Yeah, I understand the idea. It's just then. Well, yeah, I guess we'll do that. Yeah, look at the temporary folder. We know how to make a temporary folder. What am I complaining about? We'll just do that. We'll get some temporary directory /temp. Term is behind your face. Oh, sorry. Not terminal, by the way. It's. I should move my compile errors through there or something. Yeah, read me. Image type shell with IO. Oh, this shell, huh? Oh, that's why. I want a mask thing. Okay. We'll just give it a file path then. Do it outside. We didn't add a slash. That helps. So yeah, we were just trying to write in the directory, I guess. What's X? I'm not sure if we can have friends anymore, Turtle. You bind X. What's up, Sky Bro? What's up, man? Oh, we're editing videos today, or trying to make an automated video editing thing, and we're failing. Well, we're not failing, but we're having steady progress. Steady progress. Not as much as I hoped for, but we're having some progress. Sleeping, huh? You can do that as well. Why is it failing? Or maybe it actually deletes it after it's finished. That'd be annoying. Yeah, appears so. Let's not make a temporary directory then. Just make a normal one. I wanna kind of inspect it, see what's going on. Normal. Watching on phone. Oh, okay, that's cool. Can you even like read it then? People watching? It doesn't exist, the folder. God damn it. I spent like most of the day figuring out regex libraries and how to parse something. And then Chiroptical came along and like, oh, you should use Parsec Combinator. You have like auto parsec and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know what that stuff is. It seems hard. Look at that. We have some results. This should be 8 seconds. Was it 8 seconds or? Ah. Almost 8 seconds? Didn't look like 8 seconds to me. It's 5 seconds. We have the wrong name. I'm confused. Why? Interval start, interval duration. Yeah, what you yeah, you should. Oh, I should. Well, you explained to me how that stuff works then, and how I use it for 8. Should be 5 seconds. It is 5 seconds. Where's the other one? Yes, yes, you need to teach me, Chiroptical. Thank you. Yeah, like I actually have the Saturdays available for just exploration shit. So, you know, any Saturday would be good. You can teach me Mega Parsec. Yeah, that's fine. Just, I don't have the usefulest. Does it have one that combines with Lens? Auto Parsec or whatever. Oh, you're an old timer, Sky Bro. Yeah, I did also did some closure for HackerRank. Yeah, I did closure once for HackerRank, but I got frustrated with the. Well, basically, you can't paste anything in HackerRank, for example. It's just so annoying, and just the tool chain is. I think it, for HackerRank, closure is a really bad choice. Like the idea of HackerRank doesn't really work well with closure, because you know I think closure gets a lot of power from its tooling. And even if I spent like just a little bit of effort just setting some stuff up, and it already was working so nicely with Emacs. I don't do real projects outside of work, just skate does. I only do projects. My life is projects at the moment. Well, that's the interesting part of doing like, you know, some HackerRank stuff for me, because I almost never do that kind of exercise way of programming. I just want to build stuff. That's why I learn programming, just to build stuff. Make cool shit. Make life better. The challenges in Emeka and paste it into HackerRank. You can't paste though! I can't fucking paste in HackerRank. Oh, I thought Emeka was like a thing. Like some kind of next level editor with like dragons. That like has like a key binding to summon a dragon. Can paste, sure you can. You can also download the problem test examples. I couldn't paste. I don't know. Maybe it hates me. It probably hates me. Why is it crashing? You're getting the file paths. Does this still exist? Of course you can. So yeah, I deleted the file. That's fine though. We just need to have the list. See if it exists. Now we have it in file path. So annoying. Oh, no, we need to unwrap the file path again to put it into ffmpeg. Oh, and we also need to. Oh no, we don't need to do that. We can just put this URL in there, I guess. You probably put it in Vim mode or something and can't just. Oh, that's probably it. Yes, I put it in Vim mode and it got upset with me. No paste for you. I should complain on Twitter. That works the best. I learned. Well, it didn't work at all for the track. They just went offline after my complaining. I looked at it for 25 days as well. Doesn't look terribly hard. I guess I am streaming it. Yeah, you should stream it, Chiroptical. I don't really like challenges. I don't know. Seems like such a commitment. It's a commitment and no lasting legacy. I guess you have the video recordings. And Vim mode pasting doesn't work. There you go. They tricked me. I'll watch the stream instead. Oh, thanks. Is this like a way to bully me into doing that? What is this? By the way, Chiroptical is actually an excellent person to have around because he streams at different times. So it's not competition at all. It's actually... Is it working? No. That would be crazy. I still need to unwrap the file paths. I need to do this. That path is... I mean the peer pressure. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, if we got this to work, then it will be a lot better than Yeah, we just need to do this. We need to use this thing. So that's like an... I can use a fold, I guess. Append fold. Let's make a horrible fold. I don't know. There's also some string functions to this for the... Oh, I best like this person. We can just fold. We can just fold and then you're already monoid, huh? Yeah, but we can't use that. Ugh. No, not at all. Okay, pressure. What do we have? Like data list. Let's check it out. This is stuff like unwords, and then you also have other things. I guess fold. We should use fold. I know for a fact there's better stuff though, like words. But you want to put something in between, not words. I want to put something custom in between here. Instead of lines, I want to put something else in between. So maybe they have like a more abstract. I guess they just folded. Taylor, Cossack. Yeah, but like if everyone is already streaming it, why would I need to stream it? So yeah, Concat. Why is the... Actually, we maybe did stuff as well here. Festivus? No, it's the class. I'll show it. Guy. He comes from Spain in a steam boat, and he has like his little helpers. That are like, I guess they're like merchants or something. I don't know. Dressed very specific. You know, he goes through chimney apparently. I don't know why. And you need to sing with your shoe being set, and then you'll get candy. you need to set the shoe, and then like you'll sing, and he'll know for some reason, and then you'll get candy in the shoe. And then like when he leaves again, there'll be the gifts night. Yeah. What the fuck's going on? He thinks. What is this even? Mark. You're... Alright, you can't be added. So this is combine. And I guess we'll use this thing again. What's X prime? Oh, that's the command, right? We need to do -I of input. And then we have a space, which we model through the magical comma separator. That's how spaces work in these days. I'm not really sure why they do that, but we'll do concat, and then we'll do expr. This combines everything. And then finally, there's also a C copy. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. It's the default, I think. Let's ignore that. Let's not add too much code. And then finally, we need to have the output directory, which will be ops. Flip, and then the other thing we have is options, out file. Out, file, packed, and you'll also be MP4. There you go. This still crashed, by the way, I forgot. You don't like characters, or you don't file paths, you don't like you, what do you don't like? Tell me. Oh, there are already file paths, right, so we need to put in lines, actually, good point. File path or what? The type shell file path. P3. Oh, you're not file path. Burning Man. Yes. Turtle file path, huh? Completely different. Hiding file path. How do you even get it back then? Right, I've just felt corruptical. Oh, Yappy teaches us Nick's thought. Yes! There was a co-op, didn't you know about it? Professor Yappy, yeah. I taught this horror, and we went too far, I think. It was great. Well, someone liked it. I liked it too, actually. I was just like, I think in the end we both got a bit tired. It was a bit too much, I think. Bit of work, but it will be a useful document. Yeah. Back when I saw it for the first time, so many years ago. Concat. Grabbing on the scope, res. Last statement in debug should must return an expression. Debian. Is there a delay? I feel there's a delay. Probably there's always a delay. What am I saying? Of course there's a delay. This is Twitch. There is. I guess that's like 10 seconds or something. That's fine. That is acceptable. I think we also had that issue when Corpticals go up. Oh, the other thing we... More than usual. Oh, more than usual, he says. Hello, Yappy. Are you gonna go into the pit of... Can I hear myself? No, I don't think it's much longer. This is like 2 or 3 seconds. Thanks for the sub, by the way. Wait, that's Corptical, right? Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I realized. I need to put the audio of the browse... Like, yeah, I need to fix this text to speed thing. Because it's on the wrong track. Ah, lip. What's wrong with you? Combine, set res. Alright, we need to fold that thing as well. And then FL list. And now everything works. Let's see if it works. I think it's actually crashing on the last one. Yeah. Part 174, interval 7, interval duration. Considering just cutting out that last one. Just dropping that for now. The issue with the duration runs over the end of the video as well. It's probably floating point bullshit then. Probably floating point bullshit, come to think of it. Floating point bullshit, how would you fix it? Use lenses and have a last. Probably. But there's like a traversal last. What is this? Why would you show me propaganda if you can show me the beauty of lens? There's a traverse, huh? The fold, really? Last one? Reversible 1 container, what the fuck does it mean? List? No, this is all the things that are just 1 in size. So if you're traversable 1, then you always have one thing inside you. That's kind of useless. Well, you had last off though. You use last off traverse and get last one. That's a dum. Why is lazy ISO? Well, that's another instance of ISO. Okay, clever. Didn't realize. They're hiding the implementation of laziness from the developer usually. Last have ignored nothing. It's just this. But this is how you get the last element of something. No one. Google. I know what you want, but I will still sell you ads. Printline debugging to the rescue. Now we'll see exactly what's going wrong. Oh, it's doing them all on the same time. And then starts with those two and fails. Why are there 2 of them? Tries to write to the same file as well. Wait, there are 2 of them. Maybe we should drop the last one then. Oh. Lift IO print. I mean, we can try catching the exception. It'll be a good idea, probably. I don't think that's a bad idea. It's throwing an exception, right? Oh, it's a little late. I want to finish this though. Oh, this is a monad exception, not what I want. This thing actually catches exceptions. How nice. Another possible blog post entry. Want to write about exceptions in Haskell because they suck. Fucking confusing. Get some IO. Don't have IO. Ugh. Yeah. Don't have IO. Oh my god, I can't do this. Maybe we need to have that monad thing then. Think of it. See if it implements it. Monad catch. You catch this thing. Error, what do you do? Hit the error. You give me the error, I print it. No, we're gonna print it actually because I wanna do arcs. E, oh, it's the exception, right? E, exception, doing, edit. This is just proper form actually, come to think of it. Might as well do that. Exceptions, yeah. Well, this is what happens if you do things on the periphery of a Haskell program. You'll have to deal with exceptions. You have to deal with exceptions. Sometimes you can work around them, and we did it during the stream on, I think it was on, well, yesterday, yeah. No, it was on Friday, I think. We used that HCN library, which also managed to throw exceptions for some reason. But we figured out how to work around that. Completely amazing. Not the scope, right? You need to know about. Oh, you need to have an either. Oh, you don't need to. You'll just void whatever. Who cares? Fireball. You don't know what exception to come. The ultimate exception. Exit failure. Why does it keep going? I mean. Maybe like it's somehow already. I don't know why it wouldn't. Like, why would it complain about that? You're still looping, huh? It appears to be hanging forever on this thing. Yeah, I'll catch you later, man. Yeah, I should probably also end soon. But I want to finish this. Yeah, I'll join you stream later, man. But I really need this program to work. Okay, let's give it like another half hour, maybe? Another half hour and I'm gonna give up. Then I'm gonna give up. Yeah. Why is it that infinite loop though? How could it even infinite loop? I don't see how that works. There's no looping going on anywhere. Just traverse. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if we enter in this function. If I wonder if it's because of the shell thing. It's like lazy. No, not lazy. It's like a stream, right? It's a stream thing. It's set up like a stream. And we're doing ls inside the shell. Probably shouldn't do that because this is gonna repeat it for every file. It's fine. Okay. That's the issue. Because we're in a stream. Okay. Let's move ls outside of it and return nothing. Yes, this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. Like, this sounds really weird, but the way this works with streams is that it like starts to combine itself with like results. I had it before as well. It becomes like a Cartesian product because it's a stream. So it tries to like do all the arguments. But in this case, we don't want that. Yeah. So, yeah, we don't like, you know, lib. That's excellent. Resting there, but we don't really want to do that like that. We want to do like res, sh, fold, then that ls stuff, ls temp. Yeah, there you go. So now we're using like a separate monad, separate fold. So we're just gonna like ignore this. Don't do anything. That's fine. This thing is gonna write, and then in a completely separate monad, we're gonna read. So it doesn't do that weird Cartesian setup thing. You're doing a stream thing. Yes, I'm streaming on my stream, guys. I'm streaming on my stream. Help me. It's like streamception. Not like ls. Oh, you need to have sh, not ls, of course. Oh, decode string is also sh. Okay, excellent. We got everything, I think. Just have a bunch of errors or warnings. It doesn't like E. How could you like? How could E be an error? A bind? We'll call you X. Accept. XP. Execution point. Oh my god. Everything is an exception. Exact. I thought like we had no more names left. Ran out of names. Type defaults. Don't care. Don't be so annoying, man. Don't care about type defaults. That's fine. It's really easy to solve. Okay. This is the weirdest bug I've ever encountered. I don't even have loops. This is traversing over the finite list, I think. What? Finish with left, blah blah blah. Done. Let's keep on saying done. Maybe it's traverse, actually. Come to think of it. Maybe we can't traverse like this. I bet it's traverse. Like, traverse is fucking it up. Because, how would you... By the way, how does one fix that jump to definition thing? If you were writing iterations, you would know if it was finite. Yes. The problem is I'm not writing iterations at the moment. I think that's how I solve everything. How does one fix that jump to definition thing? It is, I'm using e-tags for that. That was like a suggestion by Lumi, and it works excellent. It works great. So like for the main project I'm working on, raster, I'm actually using that jump to definition. And you also get the other one, you get the cross arcs. So find references, that also works with e-tags. It doesn't work for dependencies yet. I should be writing ethers. What the fuck am I doing with my life? What the fuck am I doing with my life? Poor Haskell pleb. Fucking loser. That's what I am. Ethers. Loving stuff among my friends. They'll call me Haskell pleb. You didn't even unify terms with types, they say. Our first is fucking it up. Let's get rid of the first somehow. Let's see what's in shell. Is the computation from the IO monad? Actually, come to think of it, that function we're running, maybe we can run it just in IO. We'll just lift IO and then it works. Because then we're bypassing the entire Shelly thing. First is fucking my... It's not reversible. It's not reversible. Why? Why do you say you are? It doesn't even say it's reversible. What the fuck? How am I using traverse? No, I'm not like... Okay. I like the list. I'm traversing the list and then... Okay, how about like we wrap it into a shell and then get it out. Element by element. Because when I tried to jump to dev, it just jumped the external lib tab. I gave up. I'm using e-tags. E-tags are amazing. Let's see. You're using Emacs now? There you go. That does it. I should integrate it also with this project probably, but it's too small to actually bother. It doesn't get any love until it grows. What am I doing? So I have a list. How do I traverse a list then, according to you? One prefix. Why, of course. How do I traverse lists then? In Shelly? Like, I'm thinking I should probably wrap it to shell itself, and then I can use it like a stream. And if it's like a stream, it knows what to do or something. Or the other thing we could try and do is just not use the shell itself and just use IO. That would be fine as well, I think. I mean, yeah, it's probably best to do that because I want to finish it. It doesn't matter in any case. Add it. So you'll be an IO then. Yeah. Pretty much type shell with IO. Yeah, we'll just lift IO here. First T? What? 74. Check him out, but not in bed. Yes, you should. Well, you don't have to, but if you like wanna, you know, do video editing and you wanna just cut out silences, this is the best library you can get. State of the art. Look at that. This is not what we wanted. Is it right? What use is Haskell? That's a very broad question. Mental masturbation, indeed. Exactly. Well, you know, if you're incapable of doing ethers, then Haskell is a good alternative. Like, I'm just not clever enough for that stuff. You know, I just have to do a Haskell. I'm pleb. Unfortunately. Edited. And we concatenated the thing as well. But it decided. Let me rephrase. Okay. What makes Haskell stand out for you to choose it? Presumably other than knowledge of the language. Mostly type safety. For me at least. I feel very productive when doing Haskell. Well, usually in this case, but yes. it has an incredibly strong type system that makes you, you know, be able to do very efficient refactoring. I'm not sure why it didn't work. But at the moment we're actually, also if it compiles, yes, if it compiles it always works. That's a joke. It's a joke. What brings you here, Connor Wright Kappa? Any interested in Haskell? Or just curious? Maybe you know something about ffmpeg? That would be really great! That would be really great. Corruptical techniques. My workplace has some internal services written in Haskell, and I might need to maintain them at some point. Oh, excellent. You don't see that often. So the thing I'm building here is like an automated video editor, which is like a shallow wrapper around ffmpeg at the moment, at least. And yeah, it's like wrapping shallowly around ffmpeg CLI. And I'm just struggling mostly with ffmpeg at this point. The mate called Go. Most of our internal stuff. Oh! Go, huh? So that's like the one that Google made, or is it like... he made another Go. The one that Google made, yes. Oh! So you're saying like you're working at Google? You know, Google's will always tell you that they do. Wait, I didn't know that Google used Haskell. I thought they only use their official languages. Google in London. Oh wow, congratulations. I guess. I'm working at Google. I don't know, I guess just like any other job. Boring as fuck, probably. What am I doing in my life with this project? Why aren't you working? That's the bigger question. Why aren't you working? It said, like, it did work, did do something, and then the result of the concatenation stuff failed. So you could do this stuff. Go fuck, go shit, go use shit language. Go use shit language. I think Connor Wright doesn't really like Go. Come to think of it. What am I doing? I know what I want to do. I want to copy over the temp folder. I want to copy over the temp folder, right? I want to copy over the temp folder so I can play with it. Copy over temp. Now you can just do it directly into cp comp. I think my standards. Oh, you're one of those people that has a compiler mostly around for his colleagues, huh? Turtle. What am I looking? No, I don't want. I'm not looking for SH. I'm looking for CP. This means I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I want to finish this. I really want to finish this. I really want to finish it. And let's go home. Standards are go home. Code. Okay. Decode string. Image type sh to file path, sh file path with actual sh file path function. Mental masturbation standards, exactly. What my standards are. Oh, this is a file and we need to have a tree, of course. What am I talking about? Oh, wait. God, I'm such an idiot. Oh my god, the money was right in front of me and I just couldn't pick it up. Like, that's my issue, you know? This is why I not get rich. I'm just leaving money right there and then, yeah, you get compilers. This is why I can't have nice things. Only one car valuable names. But preferably no valuable. That's what I'm saying. Why would you have standards if you can just have no names? And then you don't have this problem. Just point free everything. Excellent. Okay, we can use this now. Do some magic. Some magic. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, this is a tuple of shit. Okay, what I was thinking, like, why is the file path a tuple? It's just to indicate what it, like, I was afraid maybe that the bar thing wouldn't work or something. Anyway, let's do some magic. Let's do some set magic. You ready yet? Give me the sets. Oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. Oh, we can do this, I guess. Yeah, we'll do this. Now, Gee, that's what I want. Okay, let's make the spell. A ffmpeg input. Let's concat that shit. Output is edit that concat. Not MPV. MP4. Oh, I can speak. Exactly. Better reading it like way later. We're converting it anyway. Doesn't like this, huh? Well, did it work? Oh! Got it! Got it, chat. Got it. It works. We needed to use mpeg. That's it. Done. Got it. And this is where we're gonna end the stream as well, because I'm tired as fuck, and it's already 12 at night. So, goodbye everyone. I finally got it. I got it to work. I'll commit this, by the way. I'll commit this. We'll have it online available. And yes, thank you. Thank you. We'll have it online available. So concatenation apparently only works with mpeg. So make mpeg skits, and then everything is alright. Made concatenation work for me. Only works for mpeg. mpeg, right? mpg. We did it! We did it! Alright, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm gonna use the fuck out of this thing. But probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Because yeah, I'm tired. I'm so happy. Did we push? It is available. Let's actually also quickly share. Oh, is anyone watching, by the way? Anyone watching? No. No one watching. Let's do the ending thing, and then I'll quickly link to this project, I guess. Cut the crap. There you go. It's available. If you want to do any video editing, please look at that. Because pushy. It's already there. It's already there. It wasn't a lot apparently. Oh, by the way, we're on a ffmpeg refactor branch. That's what this is, because I wasn't sure if it was finished yet, and I'm gonna check it out later if it's actually, like, you know, up to standards, and I'm gonna merge it back into master. But yeah, I think this is mostly what I want out of the program. Excellent. Pushy. Thanks for watching, everyone. We got it working what I wanted to work miraculously, because it was really a much bigger struggle than I would ever imagined. We got it to work. So I'm happy. I think it was an excellent stream. We had a lot of people also hopping by, which was nice. And Connor, alright, thanks for following me. Thanks for following me as well. Yeah, I think we had an interesting stream. But I'm gonna go now. I'll be back on Friday again. So yeah, see you guys until then.